You're a shame to humanity and your soul will be destroyed. A brand sent me that. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing like a different video. I haven't done a video like this in like ages, but I'm doing a story time video, and I think they're always my favorites like to watch on YouTube. And this is one I've actually was meant to film this such a long time ago, and I just never got around to it, so I'm filming it today and I'm so excited, and I need to just try and control myself because I'm going to get so worked up. But I'm basically gonna just say a story, and I have screenshots and everything of like proof and all that I'm gonna put up on the screen. Basically this happened a few months ago, last year, and it was just like this brand that I collaborated with on Instagram, or didn't end up collaborating with, spoiler alert, but it was this brand deal and it just was weird, and then it got scary and it just went really, I wouldn't say it went wrong, but it was crazy. Like just some of these messages I was getting, when I read them out, I just get so like I haven't read them in ages, but I just went back and was finding them to prepare for this video, and I'm just like, what the, like, yeah. So basically, yeah, it's just gonna be a story time about this brand that contacted me to do a collaboration. Nothing new for me. I get lots of these messages all the time, and it just escalated. And I swear, you can't make this up, because I know some people do, but yeah, I'm getting so worked up already and I haven't even, okay. So I'm just gonna get into it. I've got, if I'm looking down, I'm reading on my iPad, the messages. So I'm basically just going to give a bit of context, read through the thread of these messages. I'll put them up, the screenshots up on the screen. I'm just crossing out like details. I'm not going to say the company's name and stuff like that, but everything else I am showing you the real proof, and this is crazy. So yeah, I'm going to stop rambling now and get into this story. Okay, 8th of September last year, 2020. Get a DM on Instagram. Dear Hannah, my name is blank and I'm a director with the company, blah, blah, blah. There's so much going on around the world at the moment, and we would like to extend a positive gesture to be able to work together. We feel there is synergy and it will be a win-win situation for all of us. Health, wealth, and abundance. We believe you have a good presence on Instagram and could promote product. Look forward to hearing from you. Warm regards, person's name. So then I sent back, hey, thanks for reaching out. I'd be happy to discuss a collaboration. What did you have in mind? And they said, well, as you can imagine, many small businesses like ours are struggling in Australia at the moment. And then insert said product makes so much difference in people's lives at the moment. So we can work together and you can promote it. Okay. So then, yeah, I said back saying, how would you want the collaboration to go? How do you want me to promote? And they said, you can kindly do that on your Instagram, possibly Facebook too. I could give you a free jar of said product. I'm just gonna, like I'll say, it's sort of just like one of those superfood, or like just one of those just wellness sort of, you know, like a pretty versatile, specific, I don't even know if you call it a nutrient or whatever it was. It's just, yeah, this sort of like powdery stuff in a jar that's just like this wellness, got all these health benefits. I'm not gonna say what type, I don't know, you guys might have heard it, you might not, I don't know, but I'm not gonna, it's irrelevant, sort of. Anyway, so then yeah, they said I can give you a jar for free and we can have a better deal. And then I said back, I'm currently only doing paid collaborations. Did you have an email I can send my rates to? They sent me their email address and said, kindly send rates now. So I sent them an email with my rates, and then I gave sort of just a few options, because I have different breakdowns for what my rates are. So some of it will just be if the brand is tagged, some of it's if the packages, like if the packaging and stuff is shown, and some of it if it's like a fully dedicated, like no other brands, whatever mentioned. So they sent back saying, which from what I sent to them, they said it featured Instagram posts dedicated to company, no other brands shown or tagged, all the rights to photos. So they sent me, yeah, the price that I said. And then said, I'm interested in that, but as you know, businesses are struggling at the moment. The best I can do is pay $75 and give you one free jar, which is worth over $70. It was significantly low to what my sort of standard rates or were at that time. So it just wasn't worth it for me to do. So I said, thank you anyway, but I'll have to pass on the collaboration at this time. And they said, okay. So that's the 9th of September. So that was all sort of in like a day or so. And then the next day, 10th of September, get another message from them. They said, how much would you charge me, please? So I sent back, I emailed you my rates the other day. And they sent back tagged Instagram post, which is like my sort of first tier, just like the really basic. They sent tagged Instagram post with the price I said, so that's what I've offered them. They countered back saying, can you do that for $70, please? And then you could send me payment process. And then I said, I did already respond when you asked the other day. Unfortunately, I can't shift my current rates. So then they said, tagged Instagram post, and they did another counter offer and said, let's do this. How do I pay you? So that was, we sort of met halfway. So it was sort of like just tagged Instagram post. So just, I'll just use them in one of my recipes and tag them. So then I said, just PayPal. And they said, sure, send request, and sent an email address. I said, request for what? And they said, for PayPal payment, send PayPal account, please. So I said, my PayPal email is, and said, sure. And they said, send payment. And then I said, great. So you can then send me the product and I'll do my post. And they said, send me address. We are sending orders in an hour, ? So I sent my address and said, thanks. They said, let me know when you receive the jar. And then got a random message again from them, just sort of saying a bit about their product, how it's excellent for your health, blah, blah. Kindly give us a 5-star review on Facebook, just randomly. I haven't tested the product yet. Then anyway, got a message. Hello, you should receive the jar today. I sent back saying, hey, yes, I've received it. We'll post as soon as I can fit it into my schedule. And then they said, can you give me an idea of a date, please? I want to be prepared for the traffic. And then I said, maybe within the next 2 weeks or so. Interesting. So they said, that is way too long. I can't pay that amount and give you a free jar and then wait for 2 weeks. No, please. And then I said, you have to please understand that I already have most of my content already locked in. 2 weeks isn't really a lot of time in terms of collaborations. They said back, it is a lot of time. No way can I pay and give you a free jar that's worth over $75 and wait 2 weeks. Best I can do is in 5 days, or refund my money and my jar, please. I have so much business pressures and I'm trying to do this campaign because I have to boost sales to keep business going, which I'm just going to say, I totally get that. Like, that's not what this is about. I understand that. But then they go and say, it feels very selfish and I kind of lost interest already. It's like the day after I received the product email. That's what I think too, the fact that they paid me first. Like, anyway, and then they said, you only have 15,000 followers. Someone with around 40,000 followers only charges $80. And I said, it was never agreed that I had a time frame. And then they said, then why ask me to pay and send you a jar? I said, you were the one to reach out to me. I'm still going to do a post. Like, that's the whole thing. I'm like, I just received this jar. Like, it takes time to make recipes, make products. Again, I already have my actual real, like, contracted paid collaborations locked in 2 weeks. It's not a long time. I said, my account gains over 400,000 interactions per week. Surely you still want to go ahead and have your product reach that amount of people. I can't wait more than 5 days. Also, I'm honestly not in the mood for misunderstanding. I thought this whole process is simple. I can't wait longer. You can send me my jar back and refund my money, please, if you can't do it within the time frame. My business is struggling at the moment and I sacrificed the money and jar and now you play funny. That's sad. I'm just going to keep reading it. I'm just going to keep reading through the thread. So I say, please tell me, how was I supposed to know you wanted the post up so quickly? I'd suggest to you going forward as a business to have better communication skills. I'm also struggling and needing money. I can't get content up that quickly, especially when I already have contracted deals. How about if I can get a post up by this time next week? So it's sort of, yeah, I was like, just see what I can do. So they said next week, Tuesday, ? And then I said, because they didn't answer me, I said, can you please answer my first question? How was I supposed to know you wanted content up that quickly? As I said, I never knew the process takes this long. This is my first time. So I just said to that, like I get it, I do, I'm not being awful, but like, yeah. So I just said, hopefully you'll learn from this going forwards. It does vary depending on who you're working with. It's always best to say your requirements and expectations before agreeing to anything so everyone is on the same page. And they just sent back going, Then the next day or so, they said, kindly arrange to do the campaign on Tuesday. Thanks. I think this was on a Sunday or something. So I said, I already posted yesterday. So I went out of my way. I whipped up a recipe using their product, did all that, posted it, tagged them. So I said, I already posted yesterday. I didn't see any post and you didn't even inform me. And I said, well, I tagged you in the photo and mentioned in the caption, ... And they said, I didn't see anything and just checked now and nothing. Are you for real? And sent a screenshot of my profile with the recipe that they were tagged in. Nothing. You can't scam me, Hannah. So I sent them a screenshot of the recipe. I did use a few other brands, but again, the option we agreed on was just for them to be tagged. They were tagged. I sent them a screenshot with them tagged. And they were mentioned in the recipe below. They're obviously not tagged anymore, and I've changed the recipe. So if you go back to find this post, you won't see it. So I said, you're tagged and mentioned in the recipe below. Here we go. Are you guys? I'm going to keep this friendly, but F off. Pay me back my money and return the jar. We will take action. Worthless, inferior programs. By the grace of the Lord, you will pay for this very soon and your soul will suffer for cheating. I'm just going to keep going. I did what was required. I used your product in a recipe and tagged you on my page. I went out of my way to get my post up earlier for you when I really didn't have to. This will be your worst mistake this year. Wait and see. Demons and evil will witness if you don't refund all our money. And then they sent me this, I'm putting it up on the screen, this like logo thing or whatever. And I put it into like Google Pictures search, and it's some like demon curse thing. Like they sent it with the caption, you're ashamed, also they spelled you're wrong, apostrophe R-H-B. You're ashamed to humanity and your soul will be destroyed. A brand sent me that. Your soul will be destroyed. Like, I'm laughing, but at the time when I received that picture and Googled it, like this was at night when I saw this, and I was like terrified because they full like put this curse on me, and I can't remember what the thing was called that they sent like the picture, but it was literally some like, yeah, I can't think what like the origins or background, but it's literally associated with the devil, and they were sending me they like the thing said if you send that song, it's like putting a curse on them. So I started freaking the F out, and I'm like, oh my god, because I'm like, again, I did what was required. Yes, there was a misunderstanding, but when like straight away when they're like, I've lost interest, and I'm like, that was only the day I received your product. Anyway, yeah, so I got really scared then, and I'm like, it's not worth it. So I blocked them and I refunded their money back, and I sent their jar back to them. They wanted their product back. I paid. So I ended up out of pocket in the situation. They got their money back. They got their jar back. I haven't unblocked them because I was honestly too scared to see what else was I going to say? Oh, actually, no, I sent them a message saying that I sent the jar back and stuff, and they just said something. They're like, we are waiting or whatever. And I'm like, because I said something, I was like, okay, I'll send the jar back tomorrow. And then it was like 8 o'clock the next morning, they're like, we are waiting. And I'm like, the post office isn't even open. So I just sent them the receipt of when for the tracking for when I mailed it back. I just sent them to that and then straight up blocked them. So I don't know if they've replied. I'm too scared to unblock them because it was honestly freaking me out at the time. But how crazy. Anyway, I hope you guys were entertained by this. I really, really was just trying to keep calm. But at the time, when this all happened, I was like with my mom, and I was like reading these messages out to her, like I was reading them to you. And this, keep in mind, this happened like 6 months ago or whatever. In that moment, the day I was getting these messages, I'm just like, what the I hope you guys found this entertaining, and I don't know, I just thought I have to share this. It's been long enough now. yeah, I'm like, the internet needs to hear this. So give it a thumbs up if you liked it, share it around, because I feel like it's just like whenever I tell people about this, I'm like, oh my god, like this is like the craziest thing. So share this around if someone just like, I don't know, wants a laugh, or like, yeah, I don't know, subscribe to my channel for more random videos, vlogs, dogs, food. I don't know what this channel's gonna be, but yeah, I'm just gonna roll with it. And yeah, I've had way too much coffee today. Okay, bye.